Seniors, drink orange juice. But never make these 6 mistakes. They can be fatal. Orange juice has been called liquid sunshine for decades, and for many seniors it feels like the perfect way to start the day. A cold glass of fresh orange juice brings back memories of family breakfasts, Sunday mornings, and that comforting feeling of doing something good for your health. It's rich in vitamin C, filled with natural antioxidants, and has been promoted as a daily habit for strong immunity and better energy. But here's the shocking truth. Drinking orange juice the wrong way, or combining it with certain foods and medications, can quietly sabotage your health after 60, leading to dangerous spikes in blood sugar, weakened bones, stomach issues, and even life-threatening complications. What feels like a simple, healthy choice can become a hidden trap. And the scariest part? Most seniors make at least one of these 6 mistakes every single week without realizing the risks. In today's video, we're going to uncover those mistakes, explain exactly why they're so dangerous for older adults, and show you the safer ways to keep enjoying orange juice without fear. Because when it comes to your health after 60, the smallest habits can make the biggest difference. Mistake number 6, drinking orange juice on an empty stomach. First thing in the morning, for many seniors, the day begins with a tall glass of orange juice before breakfast. It feels refreshing, energizing, and almost like a morning ritual. But here's the problem. When you drink orange juice on an empty stomach, especially after age 60, it causes a rapid surge of sugar into your bloodstream. Orange juice may be natural, but 1 cup contains nearly the same amount of sugar as a soda. Without food to slow down absorption, this sugar spike can overwhelm your system within minutes. For younger people, the body often handles this by pumping out insulin quickly. But for seniors, especially those with pre-diabetes or diabetes, and let's not forget that nearly 1 in 3 seniors in America has blood sugar issues, this sudden spike followed by a crash can leave you dizzy, fatigued, and even at risk for falls. There's another danger hidden here. When stomach acid is high in the morning and you flood it with acidic juice, it can trigger heartburn, gastritis, or even erosion of tooth enamel. Seniors often already struggle with weaker enamel and more sensitive digestion, so this habit compounds long-term damage. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that consuming high-sugar beverages on an empty stomach worsened insulin resistance more severely in adults over 60 compared to younger age groups. That means your body gradually becomes less efficient at handling sugar, raising the risk of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular problems. Let's not forget the real-life impact. A woman named Carol, 68, shared with her doctor that she had a morning slump every day about an hour after drinking her orange juice. She thought it was normal aging, feeling weak and lightheaded. But when her blood glucose was tested, it showed huge swings caused by that single glass of juice on an empty stomach. Once she switched to drinking juice only alongside a balanced breakfast with protein and fiber, her crashes disappeared, her energy improved, and her dentist even noticed less enamel erosion at her next visit. Better tip. If you love orange juice, don't stop drinking it. Just never drink it alone on an empty stomach. Pair it with a high-protein breakfast like scrambled eggs or Greek yogurt, or add a slice of whole-grain toast with nut butter. The protein and fiber act like a buffer, slowing down sugar absorption, protecting your teeth, and keeping your energy stable. Even better, pour a smaller serving, half a glass instead of a full one, and fill the rest with water. That's simple. Change can protect your blood sugar, your stomach, and your teeth without giving up the taste you enjoy. Mistake number 5, mixing orange juice with calcium or iron supplements. Many seniors take their daily supplements right after breakfast, and it seems convenient to wash them down with a glass of orange juice. After all, vitamin C in oranges helps the body absorb iron better, right? While that's true in some situations, the combination of orange juice with calcium or iron supplements can create dangerous interactions that most people don't know about. Let's break it down. First, orange juice is highly acidic. When you swallow calcium carbonate supplements, the most common form for seniors, The acid in the juice interferes with how the calcium dissolves and is absorbed in your stomach. This means the pill you thought was protecting your bones may not be doing much at all. Worse, some fortified orange juices already contain added calcium. If you're taking a supplement on top of that, you might actually overload your body. High calcium intake has been linked to kidney stones, constipation, and in some cases, heart issues. A large study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that seniors who consumed too much calcium from supplements had a higher risk of cardiovascular problems, particularly when combined with certain acidic foods and drinks. Now let's talk about iron. Yes, vitamin C improves iron absorption from plant sources like spinach or beans. But when iron supplements are taken with orange juice, the high sugar and acidity can trigger stomach upset, nausea, or even diarrhea. Seniors often already have more sensitive digestive systems, and long-term irritation can lead to gastritis or ulcers. And here's the surprising part. If you're on medications like levothyroxine for thyroid problems or certain antibiotics, orange juice mixed with iron can actually reduce the effectiveness of those drugs. In other words, your morning routine might be weakening the very medications you rely on daily. Take the example of John, a 72-year-old retiree. He had been faithfully taking his calcium and iron supplements with orange juice for years, believing he was doubling his health benefits. But he kept experiencing kidney pain and was diagnosed with small kidney stones. His doctor quickly realized that the juice supplement combination was overloading his system. Once John switched to taking his supplements with plain water at a different time of day from his juice, the kidney stones stopped forming and his digestion improved dramatically. Better tip: always take calcium and iron supplements with water, never with orange juice. If you enjoy juice, wait at least 2 hours before or after your supplements. Better yet, try to get calcium and iron naturally from foods like dairy, leafy greens, beans, or lean meats, and save your orange juice for meals where it can safely complement your diet. This one simple timing change can protect your bones, your kidneys, and your medications all at once. Mistake number 4: drinking orange juice. Together with high-sugar breakfast foods, for decades, commercials showed the perfect American breakfast. A bowl of cereal, toast with jam, maybe a pastry, and a glass of orange juice. It looks wholesome. But for seniors over 60, this is one of the most dangerous food combinations you can put on the table. Why? Because you're stacking sugar on top of sugar. Orange juice alone can carry 20 to 25 grams of sugar per glass. Pair it with frosted cereals, pancakes with syrup, or a jelly-covered bagel, and you can easily hit 60-70 grams of sugar before the day has even started. That's more sugar than the American Heart Association recommends for an entire day. Now, the immediate problem is blood sugar spikes. Seniors often already deal with reduced insulin sensitivity, so their bodies can't process sugar as efficiently. A massive morning sugar surge forces the pancreas to pump out large amounts of insulin. Over time, this stresses the body and can push you from pre-diabetes into full-blown type 2 diabetes. But that's not all. Once your blood sugar crashes a couple of hours later, you'll feel shaky, irritable, and extremely fatigued. Many seniors think this energy dip is just part of aging, but in reality, it's the roller coaster effect of a sugar-heavy breakfast. Another hidden danger is inflammation. Studies from Harvard's School of Public Health have shown that high glycemic meals, those packed with refined carbs and sugars, cause a sharp increase in inflammatory markers in the blood. For older adults, chronic inflammation is linked to arthritis flare-ups, cognitive decline, and even faster progression of Alzheimer's disease. So that sweet breakfast with orange juice may be quietly fueling joint pain and memory problems later in the day. Consider the story of Linda, a 65-year-old grandmother who loved her morning ritual: orange juice, a muffin, and coffee. She constantly battled afternoon exhaustion and swelling in her knees. Her doctor eventually had her log her meals and symptoms. Once Linda replaced the muffin and juice combo with scrambled eggs, whole grain toast, and a half glass of diluted orange juice, her blood sugar stabilized. Within weeks, she reported less joint pain, better focus, and steady energy throughout the day. Better tip: never pair orange juice with sweet breakfast foods. Instead, balance it with protein and fiber. Think eggs, unsweetened oatmeal, or whole grain toast with avocado. If you still crave sweetness, add fresh berries or a slice of apple to your plate rather than more processed sugar. And if you must have your juice, pour half a serving and mix it with sparkling water. You'll cut the sugar load in half while keeping the refreshing taste. Small swaps like these protect your heart, your blood sugar, and your long-term brain health. Mistake number 3, drinking orange juice. While taking heart or blood pressure medications, this mistake is one of the most overlooked, yet it can have life-threatening consequences for seniors. Many people over 60 take daily medications for high blood pressure, cholesterol, or heart conditions. Drugs like beta blockers, statins, or calcium channel blockers. What most seniors don't realize is that drinking orange juice at the same time can interfere with how these medications work. Citrus. Juices, especially orange and grapefruit, contain natural compounds that interact with enzymes in the liver. These enzymes are responsible for breaking down medications so your body can process them safely. But when orange juice interferes, 2 things can happen. Either too much of the medication stays in your system, raising the risk of dangerous side effects, or the medication isn't absorbed properly, making it far less effective. For example, certain blood pressure medications like aliskiren and atenolol have been shown in studies published in the Clinical Pharmacology and Therapeutics Journal to have their absorption reduced by orange juice. That means if you drink your juice and take your pill together in the morning, your medication may not be protecting you the way you think. On the other hand, interactions with statins can lead to excess drug levels in the body, which increases the risk of liver damage, muscle breakdown, and kidney stress. Seniors are especially vulnerable because the body's natural ability to metabolize drugs slows with age, so even small disruptions can have a bigger impact. The real danger is silent. You might feel fine for weeks or months, believing your medication is working, until you suddenly experience uncontrolled blood pressure, a stroke scare, or severe muscle pain. One 70-year-old patient named Robert thought he was being healthy by starting every morning with orange juice and his pill box. But when his blood pressure spiked during a routine checkup, his doctor discovered the juice was blocking his medication from doing its job. Once he stopped pairing the two, his blood pressure readings dropped back into a safe range within a few weeks. Better tip: never take heart or blood pressure medications with orange juice. Use plain water instead. If you love your juice, separate it from your medications by at least 4 hours. That way your body can absorb the medicine correctly without interference. Always check with your doctor or pharmacist about juice interactions, since even natural foods can act like powerful drugs when combined with medication. This small precaution could literally save your life. Mistake number 2, drinking too much orange juice. Every day, we've all been told that orange juice is healthy. So many seniors believe that if 1 glass is good, 2 or 3 glasses must be even better. But here's the hidden truth. Overconsumption of orange juice can quietly damage your kidneys, weaken your bones, and put your entire body under stress. Let's unpack why this is so dangerous. First, orange juice is very high in fructose, a natural fruit sugar. Drinking large amounts every day forces your liver to process more sugar than it can handle. Over time, this contributes to fatty liver disease, high triglycerides, and insulin resistance. For seniors, whose metabolic systems already slow down, with age, this sugar overload is much harder to manage. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who consumed more than 12 ounces of fruit juice daily had a significantly higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who kept their intake moderate. Now let's talk about the kidneys. Orange juice is naturally rich in oxalates, the same compounds that can form kidney stones. When you drink too much, especially if you're not balancing it with enough water or calcium-rich foods, you increase your chances of painful stones forming. Kidney stones in older adults aren't just uncomfortable. They can lead to infections, hospitalizations, and even long-term kidney damage. One research paper in Urology Journal highlighted that high-fructose drinks doubled the recurrence rate of kidney stones in people over 60. The bones are another silent victim. Many seniors don't realize that the high sugar and acidity of excess orange juice actually pull minerals out of the bones over time. When your body tries to neutralize the acid, it uses calcium reserves from your bones as a buffer. This process, if repeated daily, weakens bone density and raises the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. For someone over 60, even a small fracture can mean months of recovery and loss of independence. Take the story of Mary, a 74-year-old widow who prided herself on drinking 3 glasses of fresh orange juice every day because she thought it was boosting her immunity. She later developed recurring kidney stones and had to undergo painful procedures. Her doctor explained that her juice habit was the culprit. After cutting down to half a glass with breakfast, plus drinking more water and eating whole oranges, instead, Mary not only stopped forming stones but also improved her bone density scores at her next checkup. Better tip: limit orange juice to no more than 4 to 6 ounces a day, about half a glass. Think of it as a treat or a side, not a main drink. Balance it with plenty of water to protect your kidneys, and focus on eating whole oranges for extra fiber and slower sugar absorption. Remember, moderation is key. Just because something is natural doesn't mean more is better. By reducing your daily intake, you'll protect your bones, kidneys, and blood sugar without losing the taste you love. Mistake number 1: drinking orange juice with certain health conditions or dangerous drug combinations. This is the most serious mistake because it doesn't just affect your energy, your blood sugar, or your digestion. It can trigger life-threatening events in seniors who already live with chronic health conditions. Many people over 60 take daily medications for diabetes, kidney disease, acid reflux, or blood thinners. And here's the shocking truth: orange juice can directly interfere with these medications or worsen these conditions in ways that sometimes end in hospitalization. Let's start with diabetes. For seniors with type 2 diabetes, drinking orange juice is like pouring sugar directly into the bloodstream. Unlike whole oranges, which contain fiber to slow absorption, juice hits your system in minutes, causing massive glucose spikes. For someone on insulin or glucose-lowering drugs, this can cause unpredictable swings between dangerously high and dangerously low blood sugar. Episodes of hypoglycemia, sudden drops, are especially risky for seniors, as they can lead to fainting, falls, or even comas. Now consider kidney disease, which affects nearly 1 in 7 seniors. Orange juice is loaded with potassium. For healthy people, that's fine, but when kidneys are weak, they cannot remove excess potassium efficiently. The result is hyperkalemia, too much potassium in the blood. Symptoms include irregular heartbeat, chest pain, and in severe cases, sudden cardiac arrest. The National Kidney Foundation has repeatedly warned that fruit juices like orange juice should be strictly limited in people with chronic kidney disease. Yet many seniors keep drinking it daily, unaware of the hidden danger. Another high-risk group is those on blood thinners like warfarin. Orange juice can alter how the drug is metabolized, either making the blood too thin, raising the risk of internal bleeding, or not thin enough, increasing the chance of deadly clots, strokes, or heart attacks. Similar interactions happen with antacids, thyroid medications, and certain chemotherapy drugs. The frightening part: seniors often take multiple prescriptions at once, and adding orange juice into the mix creates a cocktail of unpredictable, dangerous outcomes. There's also the overlooked issue of acid reflux and GERD, which are common in older adults. Drinking orange juice daily irritates the esophagus and stomach lining, leading to chronic inflammation and even precancerous changes over years. Doctors report that many seniors with severe reflux complications were daily orange juice drinkers, who thought they were being healthy. Take the case of Evelyn, a 76-year-old woman with mild kidney disease and atrial fibrillation. She drank orange juice with her morning medications every day for years. One morning, she collapsed with an irregular heartbeat and was rushed to the hospital. Doctors found her potassium levels were dangerously high, and her warfarin levels were unstable. The culprit? Her orange juice habit. Once it was removed from her diet, her blood work stabilized, and her heart rhythm became manageable again. Better tip: if you have diabetes, kidney disease, reflux, or take blood thinners or other daily medications, avoid orange juice entirely unless your doctor approves it. Even a small glass can create massive health risks. Instead, choose safer. Options like water with lemon slices, herbal teas, or simply eating a whole orange, which has fiber to slow sugar absorption and much less impact on your blood chemistry. Always consult your physician before mixing juice with medications. Remember, what seems like a simple, innocent drink can turn deadly when combined with the wrong health condition. So there you have it. 6 common mistakes with orange juice that can quietly destroy your health after 60. From drinking it on an empty stomach, to mixing it with the wrong supplements, pairing it with sugary breakfasts, interfering with heart, medications, overloading your kidneys and bones, and finally, the most dangerous of all, drinking it with serious health conditions or blood thinners. The truth is, orange juice isn't the enemy. It can still be part of a healthy lifestyle, but only if you enjoy it in moderation, at the right time, and in the right way. Seniors who learn these small adjustments often see better blood sugar control, stronger bones, fewer stomach issues, and even improved energy throughout the day. The lesson is simple. What we've always believed to be healthy can turn risky after 60 if we don't adapt. And sometimes the smallest habit, like when and how you drink orange juice, can be the difference between protecting your health and putting it in danger. Now I'd love to hear from you. Do you still drink orange juice every morning? Have you noticed changes in your energy, digestion, or blood sugar? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience might help another senior avoid a serious mistake. And if you found this video eye-opening, please subscribe for more senior health tips that could literally save your life. Because remember, at this stage in life, knowledge is not just power, it's protection.